Hi there, I'm Mr. Pinza. Welcome to my channel. In this video I want to show you in broad terms how the mind of a young learner works. I've been an educator for almost 20 years, and in all of my credential training, professional development, even in my master's program, almost nobody has ever addressed the actual science behind how the human brain works and learns. And this is very striking because we are in the business of building student learning. So why has this topic been avoided for so long? I hope my video can start to shed some light on this area so that we can understand our students better. Additionally, if you've ever heard of mindfulness, I hope to illustrate, again in very broad terms, how mindfulness can actually help a young learner use their mind in a more effective and powerful way. Shall we? Let's dig in. It's important to know that our thoughts move in and out of different sections of our brain depending on what we're thinking about. For instance, the amygdala is the emotional center of the brain. All of our intense feelings happen in this section, whether we're excited or affectionate, or anxious or frightened. All of these feelings are centered in the amygdala. This is where the instinct of fight, flight, or freeze also resides. But as educators, our work tends to focus on other regions of the brain. For example, the prefrontal cortex is where complex problems can be solved. This area of the brain creates a space where information from other parts of the brain can be processed and analyzed in order to reach a decision or conclusion. When students are working through their schoolwork, they will also naturally pull from the hippocampus, which stores our memories long term and also allows us to recall information when we need it. In education, we hope that our lessons end up in the hippocampus, and we want to provide the prefrontal cortex enough training and practice so our students can solve problems, write essays, and complete projects independently. These concepts regarding the brain are really important for educators for a couple of reasons. First of all, once students hit puberty, their brain center actually becomes the amygdala because the prefrontal cortex is busy being rebuilt and maturing. So not every thought can go through there during that process. Students can access the logical parts of their brain, but it's not where they start once they hit adolescence. Of course, the other important reason educators need to be aware of this is because we know that students who have experienced trauma, including those who are living in difficult circumstances like homelessness or poverty, their brain is actually more inclined to rest in the amygdala as well. And it can take quite a bit of effort in some cases to transition a student's thought out of the emotional center and into the logical part of the brain where teaching and learning can occur. One strategy that can help students transition out of the emotional space in their brain is mindfulness. When taught well and practiced often, students can learn to recognize when they are moving into an emotional state. Over time, students can actually learn how to stop themselves, recognize their emotions, and consider their response before they get stuck in the more impulsive amygdala. So, to sum up, we have to be aware of how our students' thoughts move from the emotional center in the brain into the more logic, memory-oriented regions. That transition is key to preparing students for academic success, and mindfulness can be an effective practice for teachers and students to help everyone make that transition in a healthy way. I really appreciate your time, and I welcome your comments and feedback. Thanks for watching. We hope it was helpful.